Hi. I'd like to tell you a few things about the basic beliefs, practices, and the history of the Hare Krishna movement. The Hare Krishna movement was brought to America in 1965 by this gentleman, His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. He introduced a practice known as kirtan, or chanting, which caught on amongst the young people in the counterculture of the 60s in New York's Lower East Side. From there, within 12 years, the movement he started from scratch spread throughout the world and has continued to this day, even many years after his passing in 1977. So what are the basic practices that Srila Prabhupada taught? The first thing is the chanting of God's names. This is not a sectarian process. Any name of God has a wonderful quality of being sublime and sweet to repeat. If you try repeating another word, like Coca-Cola, it will get stale and ridiculous. But if you chant any of God's countless names, Krishna, Ram, Jehovah, Buddha, Allah, it has a wonderful effect of bringing the mind under the control of your higher intelligence. This is called meditation. It can be done privately or in a group. You most likely have seen Hare Krishna people chanting in public areas. We're chanting God's names in a simple prayer, which means, "Dear God, please let me serve you." This is the meaning of Hare Krishna. In addition to chanting, the Hare Krishna movement teaches the value of a nonviolent way of life, eating foods which are from vegetable sources and which are nonviolent and peaceful. This also contributes to a happy and productive life. And in addition, there are some other practices such as refraining from taking toxic substances into the body. All of this allows a person to experience an inner happiness of yoga. Yoga is not just the exercises that are very good and healthy, but in its broader sense, yoga means to connect with God. And connecting with God, however you may know Him, is the path to a peaceful and happy life. So Krishna Consciousness means just that. Connecting with God, learning to love Him, learning to appreciate all of His sons and daughters, learning to be happy within oneself. This is possible by the meditation, by the vegetarian diet, and by studying the many books that Srila Prabhupada brought to the English language, which in turn have now been translated in almost 100 languages throughout the world. These books include the Bhagavad Gita, the Srimad Bhagavatam, and others that you can read about at krishna.com or on other websites that this link will refer you to. Studying these books will open up a whole new dimension of happiness in your life. That is the movement that I'm representing as a Hare Krishna person. We just want to give people a way to increase their enjoyment of life spiritually. After all, materially, everything's going to come to an end. But spiritual life goes on, ever more sweet, ever more refreshing, ever new, and ever enjoyable. Learning how to be happier in life is what the Hare Krishna movement is about. Thanks for taking a few minutes to learn about it, and I hope you'll find some other interesting videos here, as well as other interesting websites to refer to.